The next thing that I want to get done is I'm going to wrap this fuel line. Okay, so that is set. So now I am just going to use a straight fitting off of there. So what I'm looking at is I will probably put a clamp. I have a whole bunch of these clamps. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 2 in there. Thought I had more than that. I'm gonna have to order some more, it looks like, but it's not a big deal. Don't need them just yet, but so what I want is I want this fuel hose to run in a consistent place. So like this one here, I can put it right there, and that'll hold the fuel line right there. I've got some tape, some black tape that I'm going to wrap around this line because there's a little bit of slack. So and again, I'm going to put a little bit of cutting oil on it just to be on the safe side. I'm going to have to clean this stuff up when it's all said and done anyway. I am going to get an air chuck to be able to blow this stuff out as I'm doing this. The last thing I want to do is break a tap. done that before and don't want to do it again, that's for sure. So a bit more cutting oil. When you're tapping into this, if it starts making too much resistance, you need to stop, because that's when it'll bind and you'll break a tap. And it's all the way through now. It's got a little bit of a face to it, so I will take a flat file and just lightly go over it, because it makes it just hair proud, and it did the same on the outside. Just kind of smoothing that lip over. I guess I should have chamfered it before I did all that, but now we will run the tab back down just to make sure that you haven't fouled the hole. I want the line to be 2 inches from the bottom of the frame rail, and that'll get me all the way down. Two inches. So now, if I want it 2 inches from the frame rail, I need to figure out exactly how far the bolt hole is from that to get me 2 inches. Alright, so I know I want 3 inches seems to be the right length or right distance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down. This is a piece of vinyl. I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches because I can do that with the razor blade, and then I'll have my thing for marking. So follow Carl Fisher with Japan Customs up in Canada, and he's a brave soul because he always power taps these things with the drill. I know darn well if I tried to do that, I'd snap on the first one I tried. So I think a lot of the stuff he drills is a lot bigger than 832, but still. I don't trust myself doing it. He's got some great videos on metalworking. If you're into that stuff, check it out. It's his YouTube channel is Make It Custom. He's phenomenal. So here we go. We got the fuel filter in, and I've already got the lines made to go to the back. So we got the fuel filter in. I got the line here. There's a clamp that'll hold the line right there. Then I've got these clamps, and they're all set. And I started to drill a hole there, which would bring this one up to about right there. Again, I'm not going to finish any of that off once I get the engine in and figure out where everything goes. This one started so that if I need to drill more, then I can. And if I have to drill more and bring it further forward, this would be a perfect place, and this would be a perfect place to mount fuel line. But that's that. So I got to order some more of these clips or these clamps. I think they come 6 in a pack, or maybe 3. Maybe I ordered 2 packs and got 6 of them because that's all I've got. Because I know I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more of them. So I'll probably make sure that I've got 12 of them. And then this thing's about ready to blast and get into primer, so I can start assembling it. And I will have this fuel line on whenever I take it to the Nats. I'm not going to have it terminated, so this is still loose, but it'll be in there. And then I'll have the line that goes back to the tank, and the tank will be installed. So got that. Got plenty of the clamps for brake lines. So the next thing I need to do is going to be running the brake line from the back here. I've got this boxing plate, and I just use some regular cheap paint to paint this. So this plate will go in right like that, and then my brake line will run from here to the frame rail and all the way down this side, all the way up to the front. And I'll probably end it, I'm not sure exactly where, but I'll probably get it up to about here. This is where the upper shock mount goes. So I don't know where my brake lines are going to be, where I'm going to terminate them. And what I'm thinking whenever I finally do this is the line that comes from the front probably be a hard line going into fittings here, and then I'll probably use stainless steel braided hoses going up to the master cylinder. I may even go as far as mounting a proportioning valve down in the frame rail. Don't know. We will see. It's a long ways down the road. I got a lot of work ahead of me, but we're getting there.